I was asked to say a couple of words on how do you get the best out of Startup Weekend. This is not my first Startup Weekend, nor is my second. I've been to a big number of them. Unfortunately, never as a participant, but usually as a mentor or a coach and a judge, which often happens at the same time. It happened, it just happened so that I had a startup. We did something smart. We managed to sell the startup. I moved to this region, to Bulgaria, started investing in startups, so this is basically my bragging rights. So let's get started. Do any of you guys know these companies? Has anyone heard of any one of these or all three of them? Some people, okay, cool. Okay, there you go. Zarly, leading marketplace for finding local service providers. Raised $50 million, launched in 2011. Very, very successful company. LaunchRock, probably many of you guys use LaunchRock if you're developers. It's like the landing page for new apps where you can collect users before you actually launch your product. Also launched in 2011. They raised $800,000, I believe, and got acquired by Fundable.me. Foodspotting, one of the leading marketplaces one of the leading communities for sharing food. Americans are crazy about this. If you've ever been to the US, you know that food sucks. You can't find a good restaurant. You can only buy trash in the supermarket. So Americans are really crazy about this. That's also a company that started, I believe, in 2012. They raised, I think, $3.5 million, got acquired by OpenTable, which is the leading community, leading website for reservations of restaurants. What do they have in common? Any guesses here? There you go. They're all launched Startup Weekend, all of them. Zarly launched, I believe, somewhere in the Midwest of the US, in Omaha, Nebraska. LaunchRock was in Philadelphia. Foodspotting was in San Diego. So all of them come from Startup Weekend. So you can actually create a company like this right here today, this weekend. This is the amazing, opportunity you guys have over here. Let's play one more game, apart from this one. Anyone know what this is? Anyone have a vote? Yeah, it's a vote. Yes, sir, it's a vote. Brownie points, very good. Sorry? It's Portuguese. Yeah, you know the answer, right? Portuguese vote. Anyone? Huh? Who said it? Santa Maria, very good. This is the Santa Maria. This is one of the 3 ships that Columbus used to discover America in the end. This? Anyone? Ideas? Come on. Not the French fries, the other stuff. Mayonnaise, very good. Mayonnaise, that's easy. And this is? Mark Zuckerberg. Okay. What do they have in common? Any ideas? What's like the golden thread between these? It's unexpected outcomes. When Columbus set out on his journey, he basically went to discover a shorter route to India, right? We all know that story. He sailed the wrong way because he had this idea that, the Earth is probably round, so if I go the other way, I'll come to India faster. He discovered a place he even thought for a long time that it was India. It was actually America. The rest is history. Mayonnaise, now this is an urban legend, so that many people think it's true or it's not true. But the story is that Giacomo Rossini, who was well known for his operas, was experimenting in the kitchen. He had a restaurant in Modena in Italy, and they were doing all kinds of dishes. And he basically discovered mayonnaise. And if you still go to Italy, you see they still use a lot of mayonnaise, especially in sandwiches. And in some communities, they say, his music may suck, but mayonnaise is really one good thing that he did. So that's also an unexpected outcome for someone who's pretty much known for writing operas. Mark Zuckerberg, famous story, complete nerd, complete geek, just wanted to peep on girls, made a website with photos of girls, We all use that website now for some reason. So unexpected outcomes. You can set out to do one thing, you get a completely different result. Unexpected outcome. There we go. Basically, if you're here at Startup Weekend, things can go 3 ways. Very, very simple. Either you're in that very small group over there, you go like, never again. This is horrible. I want my job in a nice glass building. I don't want this anymore. I want to do entrepreneurship. It's crazy. It's risky. My whole weekend went to hell. I could drink so much beer, watch so much football, so much, whatever you guys watch, Game of Thrones, whatever. You can be that group. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. You can be the other group where you go like, yeah, this is this is really cool, we're going to do something and then create $1 billion business. It doesn't happen a lot. I did show you 3 companies where it did happen, or at least $1 million business. So that can be one. And hopefully many of you will be in the biggest one, which is either the middle one or the right one. They're pretty much the same size, which means basically that you guys will get a lot of really cool experience. Hopefully we'll continue with the projects that you started this weekend. Sometimes it makes a lot of sense to do something else, but at least continue on the entrepreneurial path. Really, we'll go on with it. At the very end, I'll tell you why there's no going back. Whichever way you go, 5 simple things to remember. First of all, I didn't mention this already. Team. The team is everything. It's about having the right kind of confidence on your team. It's about treating each other as a team. It's actually much, even from my own experience, it's much more difficult than it sounds, because what you guys, for those of you who haven't been started weekend, what will happen today is that people will be pitching ideas. Some ideas will be better than others, but still some others may get selected, and some better ideas might not get selected, by voting, because we'll all vote, or you guys will all vote. And the ability to actually join someone else's team and some sort of suppress your ego and still work, with full dedication. That's what teams are all about. We can never achieve anything on our own. We have to work together. And creating a team, creating a culture of respect, leadership, even if it's only for one weekend, it's extremely, extremely important. Build bold stuff. Now this is really, really cool. You guys are in a great place. Very often, if you're in a company, you just have to build stuff because that's what the company does, right? Or even if you're a founder, at some point it can get less exciting. Start a weekend, you can do the coolest stuff. No idea is too crazy. No insane, vision is too bold. You can really do really cool stuff. This photo, by the way, this is a Croatian startup. So this is a startup from this region, from the Southeastern European region. It's a Croatian company called Gurvits. They do electric cars. They build the fastest electric cars in the world. They have to get a starter for that. They started in 2008. The guy basically bought an old BMW, converted to electric engines that he built himself. Right now he has 22 people. He sold 3 cars for 750,000 euros each. Can you imagine? He raised a couple million euros. Earlier this year, 22 people, garage studio, a bit nice garage in Zagreb, in Croatia. No idea is too crazy. If you think that, cars suck and Tesla really sucks, you can still go on and create your own electric car. So, pitch stuff. Pitch really bold stuff. Cultivate this, the sense of urgency. This is what really is important in any kind of entrepreneurship. Maintaining a sense of urgency. This is what separates entrepreneurs from non-entrepreneurs. Having a very clear, feeling that stuff has to get done. Has to get done on time. There's time pressure. There are competitors. Be very, very hands-on about what you do. I don't know, in Europe, and maybe Eastern Europe in general, this sometimes get lost. There are really many, because it's such a beautiful, place to live. Sometimes people kind of forget, that you actually got to hustle. But hustle is really important. Learn from the best. You really guys have amazing mentors here, and I'm absolutely not counting myself, but you have guys like Udan here, for instance, Udan who's on his way, as far as I know, is still driving here. These were, probably one of the best people in Romania to learn from in terms of entrepreneurship, startups, etc. So you have a guy like that, a bunch of other cool guys. Really, you have that opportunity. Also, there are people that are not in this room, but you can look up their blogs, you can look at their experiences. Always keep learning